You know, over the last 5 to 6 weeks, I've done everything in my power to get behind this manager, to remain positive, to push it out there into the universe for Manchester United to do well. Anyone that's been here on this channel a while, you will know the videos I put out in the summer. You'll know the videos I put out at the start of the season. And I firmly believed that Ruben Amorim would not see 2026 as Manchester United manager. Over the last 5 to 6 weeks, I haven't been saying that. I've been getting behind the man. A few wins helped me feel a bit better. But it seems to be half a step forward, 3 steps back under this manager. Has it ever been good under this manager? I mean, he had a bad start. Let's look at his reign over a year. I mean, it's been bad, apart from a 3-game spell recently. He's got 13 wins in 12 months. It's absolutely horrendous. It's horrendous reading. And he's completely gone away from a Manchester United identity. Staffy sent this in the TFT group chat. He's the only manager that hasn't fielded a United Academy graduate. Like, he's completely gone away from the Manchester United philosophy. We were awful yesterday. And that's me being a little bit harsh. There were spells of possession. There were spells of sustained pressure against West Ham. And I was quite impressed with it. But the minute we got the goal, we just reverted to type. We just went back to trying to defend a lead at home at Old Trafford. And I don't know why I'm surprised. You know, I made a prediction for the next 5 games a while back. And I predicted exactly where we're at now. I predicted these 3 games would be a win, a loss, and a draw. The only ones I got wrong was Everton and Crystal Palace switched places. But, you know, goes to show that Crystal Palace one papered over the cracks massively. I've also predicted Wolves to be a win next and Bournemouth to be a loss. So it's no surprise to me. But we've had some opportunities now to win games and kick on into the top 5, kick on into the top 4. And we haven't taken those opportunities ever, not once. And it's starting to get a little bit, and you can feel it in the atmosphere at Old Trafford, you know, when you were watching it on the telly. It started to get a bit like, I don't even care anymore. We don't even care anymore. It's expected. This is the standard that we're at now. This is our club. This is the level we're at now. We just have to accept it. You know what the scary thing is? We're in 8th place right now. If he finishes the season in 8th, he keeps his job. It's a 7-place improvement from last season. And the board will be happy with that. Because I've told you already, I've said it on many platforms. I said it on TFT, I said it on Don Hussam's channel. They are following the Arteta blueprint. The hierarchy is following the Arteta blueprint. Give a manager time and he'll end up dominating the league. Arteta ain't even got there yet. So it's a scary blueprint to follow. Scary blueprint to follow. But let's have it right. Amorim started 10 times worse than Arteta. Arteta got a trophy to help him out and give him some leeway early on. That's why that loss last year to Tottenham in that Europa League final. Another bad moment. Grimsby, another bad moment. Everton, another horrible moment. There's been so many. There's been so many already in such a short reign under this manager. His substitutions are as confusing as you can get. He basically changed the whole back line. Heaven came off. Shaw came off. Who's the other one that come off? I can't even think now, but I know he brought on 3 defenders at least. Dallo came off for Dorgu. I'm not a huge fan of Dallo, but he's just scored. He's having a good game. You don't need to take him off for Dorgu. Luke Shaw for Lisandro Martinez. I don't understand it. We're chasing the game. The scary thing is, Cunha looked awful yesterday. And he's been out. He had a concussion. I'm not going to dig him out, but he didn't look great yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw it, but you see video on Sky Sports of Ahmad and Mbumo talking about Man United winning the league. And maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe I'm being emotional David, as I always am. But they're almost sniggering when they say it. They're laughing when they say it. Because they don't believe it. They don't believe it. And listen, they're saying the right things. They're saying what all us fans should be saying. But our standards have been dragged into the absolute mud. Into the absolute mud. And it's not just been this manager's fault. Previous managers have contributed to that. But to the point our own players are sniggering when they mention winning the league. It's sad, sad times. Sad, sad times. And you know what's scary? We're going to lose both of those guys very soon. They'll be here for the next 2 games, the Wolves, the Bournemouth game, and both of them will be gone to the AFCON. And you know what? They're the only 2 that have shown some signs of cohesion, some signs of understanding. And even they were awful yesterday. What can we say? You know, like I said earlier in this video, it's actually got to the point of just accept it. This is what we are. We had some glorious years. Just cling on to those. Be happy you had them. Not every fan base has it. And just accept it. Your time maybe will come again, but it's going to take a while. Or do you stand your ground and be like, no, these are not the standards. This is unacceptable. This is not it. This is not Manchester United. This manager is not good enough. What side do you pick? What side do you pick? I don't know what side to pick anymore. I don't know what to do with it anymore. As I said, I've been positive. I've been trying to get behind this fella. But he doesn't look like the man for the job. He does not look like the man for the job. And listen, there are 2 ways to go about this, right? They do follow the Arteta blueprint. We as fans buy into that. And give this man time, give this man players for his system, and hope he comes good in 5, 6, 7 years from now. Or we adopt Chelsea's philosophy, who, correct me if I'm wrong, I heard this from Martin, from the Mancunian Way, Man City fan, on Don Hussam's channel yesterday. May have even been Don Hussam who said it. In the last 20 years, who have been the most successful club with the most trophies? And the answer to that was Chelsea. So people knock their philosophy. People knock the way they flip managers. But mate, what we're doing ain't fucking working, and we're flipping managers anyway. But we always invest in these managers if they're going to be our long-term managers. None of them end up being that, because none of them end up being good enough. But if you're not good enough, take a leaf out of Chelsea's book. Flip the manager. Move on. If that next one's not good enough, flip the manager. Move on. And I understand that might not be realistic because then that manager has this system. This manager has that system. You've got to buy players for this manager. You've got to buy players for that manager. Well, mate, Man United make enough fucking money. They make enough fucking money. And you've got to figure it out. Otherwise, we'll be mediocre for the foreseeable future. For a very, very long time. I've got a few grey hairs coming here. I tell you right now, I reckon this whole fucking beard will be grey before Man United win another Premier League again, the way we're going. It's fucking scary, scary times, guys. But listen, as I said earlier in this video, this is exactly what I predicted from these fixtures with the Crystal Palace and Everton game swapping roles, which is actually worse reading. I'll tell you why. Because we should have beaten Everton and we lost to a 10-man Everton, and we fucking fluke Crystal Palace. It papers over the craps. So we're not even consistently bad, if that makes sense. We're awful, but we're just awful. I know that don't make sense right now, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Consistently bad would mean we beat Everton because we're good enough to do that. Even though we're bad, we're good enough to beat Everton. We lose to Crystal Palace because we should. We haven't beaten them there for a long time and they're a good team. And we draw to West Ham. It makes sense of where we're at. But no, we go and lose to Everton. Fluke a win over Crystal Palace, and draw to West Ham. So we're actually worse than I predicted, in my opinion. God knows what's next, guys. We now play Monday. Another awful day to play. These midweek games and these Monday night games, I just fucking hate them. I'm sick with the flu. And I was hoping last night's game would make me feel better. And has it fuck? Has it fuck? I said earlier in the video, and I said earlier in the season, I said it in pre-season, Amorim will not see 2026 as Manchester United manager. I ain't going to lie to you. If he loses against Wolves and then loses to Bournemouth, I think it will become untenable. I think the atmosphere in the stadium will be so drained and bad. Not even toxic, because United fans are excellent like that. They're singing, you know. He'll turn their heads around. Ruben Amorim. They're backing him all the way, and fair play. But there'll be this lull, you know. This just acceptance that we're mediocre, we're shit. And the hierarchy can't. They just can't. They can't back this. They cannot back this. If we lose to Wolves, if we lose to Bournemouth, and in a congested Christmas period, he won't lose his job after Wolves and Bournemouth, but a congested Christmas period could mean that he loses his job before 2026. My prediction could actually come true. Anyway, guys, sorry I couldn't do a reaction yesterday. I wasn't well at all. I still am not. Please like, subscribe, comment as you do. I appreciate every single one of you support. Catch you on the next one. Boom.